for all of those coming in live. For those of you that are watching this on the replay, thank you. And if you're watching this outside of our private Facebook group, Genius Nation is our private Facebook group of over 1,000 committed individuals to becoming the best versions of themselves and creating a life that they love. So if that sounds like you, right after you finish watching this video, go over to Facebook, look up Genius Nation, find our group and join. It's a free group where we want to provide you with tips, tools, and strategies to assist you in becoming that better version of yourself and assisting you in creating the life that you love. Before I get into today's message for you, I need you to do me a favor. If you're watching this and if you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, Dr. Will Speaks, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have some exciting content coming for you, and we don't want you to miss out on it. So subscribe and also hit the notification. YouTube, Dr. Will Speaks. All right, let's talk about criticism. If you're going to build a life you love, if you're going to build a business that you love, if you're going to build a career that you love, you have to get comfortable with being criticized. You have to get comfortable with getting criticized. And why do you have to get comfortable with getting criticized? Because once you begin to build your life, once you begin to build your business, once you begin to build the life that you love, what it actually does is begin to highlight and spotlight those around you that are not doing the same thing. Let me explain it like this. If you go to any type of game, any type of sports game, whether it's soccer, whether it's baseball, whether it's football, whether it's basketball, there's always more fans. There's always more fans in the crowd than those that are actually in the game. Let me say that again. There are always more fans in the crowd than there's players in the game. And so that means the spotlight is on the players, but also the spotlight is on the fans, right? Now, I want you to think about this, because when you begin to pursue anything, when you're a career professional, you want to start getting promoted. So you have to now begin to modify your behaviors. When you say, you know what, I want to break away from the average and the mundane, you got to start modifying your behaviors. And when you modify your behaviors, once again, it starts to highlight those around you that don't want to go to the next level. When you start saying, you know what, I'm going to show up just a little bit earlier. I want to knock out some work. You know what? I'm going to stay late because I want to finish some work. You know what? I'm not going to go over on my lunch. Matter of fact, I'm going to come back a little bit earlier from lunch. I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to ask the boss if I can have lunch with him or her. I'm going to ask my supervisor, can I have a 10 to 15 minute chat with them each week, because I want to get better in my role. I want to grow inside this company. When those around you, when they don't have those type of aspirations, they'll start to criticize you. You know, one of the things that I love to do is I love to just study greatness. I love to study greatness. In any industry, anybody that's doing something great, I love to study it. I'm infatuated with the process of becoming great. And it's interesting to me, as people are on their journey of greatness, as long as people around them feel that they're connected to them and that they can still relate to them, they'll cheer them on. They'll cheer them on. But the moment individuals feel that connection is broken, that you're starting to separate from them, that you're no longer relating with them, that now you're in different circles, that's where the criticism is going to come. You think about a Beyonce. I remember Beyonce when she was growing up, when she was that cute little girl, right? Everybody was Beyonce when she was a part of Destiny's Child. But then when she became this behemoth of this superstar, the criticism. Oh, she's not all that. Oh, she's not better than this individual. Oh, she's only doing that because of this. Oh, she was only able to do. They start to criticize. And the same thing will happen to you as well. So if you're going to continuously stay focused on building your best life and becoming the better version of yourself, you got to get comfortable with criticism. Here's the thing about criticism. When you are going to the next level, you're going to the next level in what we call the public eye, right? And so in going to the next level and going for your greatness in building out your best life, you're going to make some mistakes. Now, what happens? When you make that mistake is in the public eye. There's people that can see you. There's people that can criticize you, right? And so anytime you're building anything great, anytime you're going to the next level, the danger is that now people are watching you. See, the moment you start saying, I'm going to build a great life, I'm going to build a great company, I'm going to build a great career, you've made an announcement, right? You made an announcement. I don't know if any basketball fans out there, when LeBron went from Cleveland to Miami, I don't know if you guys remember, LeBron said, we're going to win not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, right? When he said we're going to win these multiplicity of championships, that put him on blast. When you make pronouncements like that, that puts you on blast because now you've opened up yourself for criticism because now people want to scrutinize everything you did. And so LeBron went on after saying we're going to win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They went to 4 straight NBA championships and they won 2. And people criticize that, right? People criticize that. Oh, you said you were going to win 5 championships and you only won 2. But hold on, wait a minute. How many NBA players in their career have even won 2? Have even won 1? Have even went to the championship? Those are the players. Now let's talk about the fans that are criticizing. How many of those fans have ever put themselves in a position to win anything of that magnitude, to be on that stage, to show up day after day, game after game, to put your talent on display, to be criticized by people that are far less talented than you? That's the same thing you and I have to do. You say, you know what? I want to be, I'm looking at Dennis here in the comments. If Dennis says, man, I want to have the best pastry company in the world, he's opening himself up for criticism because there's going to be somebody that said, oh, you can't be the best. Let me tell you about Le Charremou. Let me tell you about Chef da 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 da. And so if you're going to do what you want to do, right? I'm looking at Tamala, real estate developer. She says, I'm about to build one of the biggest companies. She's going to come under criticism. Greatness always gets criticized. Average doesn't get criticized. You don't want to get criticized? Just be average. You won't get criticized. Just be average. You won't get criticized. But if you want to be great, you are going to have to get comfortable with getting criticized. You're going to have to get comfortable with getting criticized. And that's why it's so important. That's why it's so important to even be a part of like this community. People that want to do great things. People that's going to support you. People that's going to cheer for you. Because there's going to, outside of the nation, there's going to be a lot of people that are there that's going to criticize you. Remember, there's always a lot more fans than there are players. And if you're going to be a player, then you got to get used to getting criticized. So listen, I want you to stick to what you say you want to do. I want you to get comfortable with your greatness, but I also want you to get comfortable with being criticized. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. Go out there and have an amazing day. Tomorrow, listen, tomorrow is episode number 100. Can you believe it? Episode number 100. Thank you so much for being on this journey. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, go over right now, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Dr. Will Speaks. Thank you for all of your support. I'll see you right back here tomorrow for the Daily Genius.